What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Dillian Whyte has stated on, as of BoxingScene.com, he's made an interview and stated that Anthony Joshua may not want that smoke with me right now because I look so vicious knocking out Derek Chisora in the 11th round. On top of I'm stronger and I'm better and I'm in a good place right now in my career, and they don't know if they want to take that risk. Maybe they might want to take someone easier, a easier payday for them. You know, Dillian Whyte did have a confrontation, him and Anthony Joshua. After he stopped Chisora and he called him, a skinny piece of shit, right? Well, that pissed Joshua off, as you guys know. And Dillian Whyte was upset because he thought that that insult was going to lure Joshua out and make Joshua say, hey, you want this fight? You got it in front of the British public. So that fight will be rallied to happen at that point, but it didn't. He prioritized him, and Dillian Whyte was like, hey, I ain't got time to wait because I got my own thing going and I don't have time to wait on you, wait on someone else so you guys can get a fight. I want to fight. They have a long time rivalry back towards the amateurs when Whyte outpointed Joshua. Then Joshua went on, to get Olympic gold. Then he obtained all the belts. Then, before then he fought Whyte, knocking Whyte out. But a lot of people leave out the fact that Dillian Whyte, with that same left hook that he crashed Chisora with, did, in fact, buckle Anthony Joshua when he had him hurt, but he just got wild. Now Dillian Whyte's saying, I'm more in shape, I'm more seasoned, I'm more composed. So that means he won't be wild. He won't do what, he did last fight, swinging recklessly because he knows that it was an alertness because he hurt Joshua, you know what I mean? And the urgency, it happens when the sport of boxing, especially when it's intense and you're emotional and hey, I've got this guy right where I want him. Let me jump on this guy right now. Ask Luis Ortiz the same thing when he hurt Deontay Wilder. You exhort all your energy. Even Joshua, when he hurt Klitschko and he thought, hey, I got this guy. And he started welling on him. And what he did, like all of them did, they punched themselves out. Okay. And that's what happens when you get over emotional, and you don't stay in controlled. Okay. And you give all yourself, you exhort all your energy at one time. Now you're punched out. And that's what happened to all these guys. Joshua, Ortiz, and Whyte. Okay. And that happens, and he states that won't happen again. So I would like to see the rematch. I would like to see it at some point. Okay. I would honestly rather see Joshua fight here in America fighting Jarrell Miller. That's my honest opinion, simply because it's someone new. I don't want Eddie Hearn to turn into a young Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that guy. I don't want him to get that reputation. Okay. Because if you keep running fights back, you look at Dillian Whyte and, Derek Chisora. Sure, it was a good fight, but people wanted to see the Ortiz fight, honestly. And they didn't want that fight to happen. Now we're trying to run back Dillian Whyte and Joshua. And then, a lot of people, want to see that fight again, but, that fight has already been done. He's knocked him to spark out the first time. Okay, sure, I think he's more composed. I think he's more seasoned, to be fair about it. But then it's like there's other bigger fish to fry. Not saying Dillian Whyte has to wait because he's in a bad spot right now. He's not in a good spot because Dillian Whyte has worked his ass off to get where he's at. I agree. But unfortunately, there's other people. Unification trumps everything. Okay? It does. So as long as there's Deontay Wilder out there with that belt that's playing cat and mouse on if he wants to fight Fury or whatever, and his manager's saying one thing and he's saying another thing, we're going to have that problem. As long as he has the belt, okay? He's going to want it. So, Dillian Whyte just have to wait his turn. You know what I mean? And if he wants to stay busy, hey, there's all kind of other options out there for him as well. Except, especially not easy ones like he's claiming Joshua was trying to pick, or his camp's trying to pick for Joshua, easiest fight. So I think that Uh, Dillian Whyte being the WBC silver, okay, it would be beneficial for Joshua. And I'm going to get to that in another video, but um, just talking about a potential rematch, everything that's needed to happen can happen easily for this rematch. And it looks like it's about 80% done anyway. Okay, so, you know, so Dillian should just calm down, relax, and understand something about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is an A-side fighter. With being an A-side fighter, you deal with politics because that's what the A-side means. A lot of politics involved. It's a lot of things that has to happen. You know, the money and everything, the venue, the fighter, other factors. You know, so it's one of those situations where, you know, he just has to be patient. Like, look at Mayweather. Same thing. It's like you don't demand an A side to do anything. I tried to, been telling people who would listen about Deontay. You can't make, you or Shelly Finkel make Joshua do anything. Joshua's going to do what Joshua's going to do because he's in the position he's in to make those type of decisions. That's it. That's the only way. You might think one way about it or another way. It is what it is. Okay. So, be that as it may, Dillian Whyte has to wait on his chance. And hopefully he keeps winning until he gets that opportunity once again. Okay? And that's pretty much it. I don't think that Joshua's scared to fight him. But I agree. It's just a bigger fish to fry at this point. You know what I mean? But again, if he wants to be, he wants to stay relevant, fight Ortiz. You know what I mean? And in that way, he can possibly set his up if a big if Deontay beats Fury if they fight again. So, what happened, a big snag happened December and in the early December because you didn't have a definite winner and now everyone wants to, or now Dillian Whyte and Fury want to fight again. So that just holds everything to where that is. And that is where we're at, right? So, it's difficult for Dillian Whyte, and I feel his pain because he's trying to show like, hey, I'm the person that wants this opportunity. I fought my ass off to get this opportunity. Give me that opportunity. So I understand Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. You guys tell me what you think about Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Does he deserve this opportunity? Tell me below in your comments. Please like, and of course you guys been counterpunched. Peace.